So I had the C5Z out today farting around, and I realized the head unit, the drawing, I did that 3.5 years ago. It feels like I just did it 6 months ago. Holy cow. I've never done a proper update, I don't think. So we'll kind of dive into that today, and we'll do a little channel update as well. Alright guys, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the channel. I know when I initially did the install of the drawing, I think it's 8.8, 1.5 DIN head unit install. A lot of people are upset because it was a Chinese product. It is, but I mean, what isn't a Chinese product in your home? You know what I mean? A lot of questions about reliability, if it would last, if it was worth a damn. I'm happy to report that I've had it 3.5 years, zero issues at all. It still looks great. I think 3.5 years later, I got my money's worth. I think I spent $320. Don't quote me on that. Pretty close. And they still do make it. It's on Amazon. It's a different model, but looks almost the same, different software, but pretty close. And to this day, I still think it's the best aesthetically pleasing head unit for the C5. It looks like it could be a stock unit. It's not, but it's very clean. It tucks behind the bezel very well, and you can retain your stock bezel, which really attracted me when I was looking for a head unit for the C5Z. And I love it. And a lot of customization too, the background and stuff. You can kind of make it your own. Mine's got the C8 Z06 logo on it, which fits the car well. I got the C8 Z06 logos up on the front fender, so I said, hey, why not? I like it. So I'll take you to the car, we'll run through it. If you've never seen it before, this is a good chance to take a look at it. And after that, I'll do kind of a breakdown of what's coming the next year and a half on the channel. So let's go ahead and go over to the car. This car looks so good inside. I love the way it's coming along. It's great. And again, this dash mat's coming off when this car is in here permanently. That's just a cheap little $50 Amazon thing. All right, let's go through the head unit here in case you're not familiar. So here's our joining head unit. And again, this does fit the stock bezel. You can find this guy on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. Man, it's been so long, I can't remember. Make sure the volume, I got my little volume knob right here externally. I do want to get something similar to this, but put it behind here, kind of out of the way. And eventually I want to do my push start, maybe like around here. Something you see like in a Audi or Ferrari. Maybe that's tacky. I don't know. It's just a thought. I'm always thinking, you know. So this is the background I got. Very customizable. Let's see here. Your home screen button up there. And then all your stuff in here. Plenty of stuff to play with. Sort of, kind of. There you go. Yeah, see your aux right there in case I want to do an amp or something soon. Bluetooth, of course. It works just fine. Why there's Bluetooth and Bluetooth music, I don't know. You have a calculator just in case. You do have a browser, which does work. You have maps, which I never use. I just use my phone. I don't know the difference between this and this. Let's find out. Oh, it's just another search tool, which I do have internet access at the moment. Cool. File manager. Actually, a lot of stuff in here. I don't know what this stuff is, to tell you the truth. There's a lot more stuff in here I didn't know about. Okay. Equalizer, of course. I keep mine in rock mode. Again, my speaker setup's pretty weak. It's nothing, you know, it's right home about, so I just leave it how it is. But you have all kinds of stuff if you want to change it right here. Got some more stuff over here. I don't even know what Z-Link is. You got your Play Store right there. Your settings right there. Lots of good stuff in here. And a lot of stuff I've never played with before. A wallpaper. Okay, yeah, that's where you want to switch it to something personal if you want to do that, which I did. This is all stuff you can customize to your liking. I have it all set up how I like it. But plenty of customizable stuff, which is really cool. So this is Android 8.1. I could probably update this. It's got an Intel 1.8. This is octa-core. I don't think that's actually 8 cores. But yeah, all kind of cool stuff in here. Developer options. I think in developer options, if you want to root it to make the screen smaller, I believe you do it in there. Don't quote me on that. I actually just trim my bezel. There's two ways to do it. You can trim this about 1/4 inch all the way around, or you can root it, and you can make the screen actually a little smaller inside. But I wanted all of the real estate as I could, so I kept it how it is. Cool. And this is, I guess, all the recent stuff you just had open. You can just do a quick glance like that. It's very quick. I love it. Again, this thing has never froze, not worked on me. The backup camera is okay. Now the car's got to be on. But the camera I bought is really cheap. I need to upgrade the camera itself, but it works just fine once you put it in reverse. But yeah, it's a good little head unit, and it just fits the aesthetic of the car very well, in my opinion. Absolutely love it. So, any questions about it? Let me know. And again, the install video is in my library a couple years ago, but I'll put it in the description below in this video. So, all right, let's go talk about future plans for this guy. All right, well, that was fun. So, future plans for the C5Z. There's no shortage of stuff. Holy cow. So, coming down the pipeline for the C5Z, I will be replacing the Amazon seats. Fine seats. They're very inexpensive, but I'm at that point where I just want a more aggressive but supportive seat, if that makes sense. I drive the car a lot more than you would think I would. I drive it quite often. But yeah, I just want something a little more bolstering, a little more support on your butt, if you will. But again, the Amazon seats for the price, you can't beat them. Good little seat. After that, we will be upgrading the speakers. I've done some speaker upgrades, never taken it seriously. I want to get a proper amp, something conservative, not too crazy, mounted probably behind my seat. And then a very simple 10-inch sub for the trunk in the back. I hate having the subs in the doors. The C5Z, the build qualities, well, the interior, that is. A lot of creaks and rattles, so I hate the fact that the subs are in the door. It just drives me nuts. So I'll put a nice set of mids in there, some tweeters, some nice mids behind me, and a proper amp and sub in the back to give it a nice sound finally. I drive the C8, you know, I'm like, man, this thing is so much better. And I can make this thing sound pretty close with little effort, I'm pretty sure. So we'll be doing that as well. Eventually we'll be doing a harness bar behind me. I do want to do a 5-point harness on just the driver's seat. When this car is done, one day I do want to get a proper pickup and actually track this thing and take it to a track and just beat the hell out of it. Knock on wood, I beat the shit out of this car and it's always taken it. I'm always working on it too, but it's never left me stranded. Again, knock on wood, solid little car, and I want to get to a track. I'm in Virginia, so VAR is not far. Exterior on this guy, I'm really back and forth on the wide rear fenders. They look cool, but beyond that, is there a benefit? I don't know. And if I did do that, would I do carbon or color matched? And then color matching a car that's 22 years old, that's kind of hard. So there's a lot of things I got to think about when I keep the wheels. Then I got to put really wide tires on them to fill in the gap with some more spacers. When I do aftermarket wheels, but I really love the C5 Z6 stock wheels. So a lot of questions. So question mark on that one. I'm not sure about that yet. Under the hood, pretty much the only thing I haven't touched is the radiator. We will be doing a beefier radiator to support a very conservative Pro Charger in the near future. With a Pro Charger, I also want to do a slightly aggressive cam. I still want to have this comfortable for daily driving. I don't want something so stupid I'm out of light and it's just like, you can go crazy with the cam to the point where it just drives you mad. I don't want that. I want something like the lobe's a little bigger than what I got right now. Nothing too crazy. I would like to see like 540 wheel horsepower. This thing, as it is right now, is probably around 410 horsepower. So yeah, just a very conservative Pro Charger and maybe a little baby cam. Yeah, and I think the C5Z would be officially done. So it'll be like a 4.5-year project. I've had this car 3.5 years, which is crazy. I love this little car. It's fun. I mean, it's been paid off. It's a fun little ride. Can't go wrong with the FRC C5. You just can't. Awesome little car. For those that are still watching and curious as far as the C8 goes, once they do the rear diffuser in a few days, we're going right into the C8 finally. I'm gonna knock it all out probably in about 4 or 5 months, starting with the suspension, some Paragon coilovers. I lowered the car about 1 inch, and then also some wheel spacers because the wheels are so tucked on the C8, it drives me mad. So I want to bring those out almost flush with the fenders, bring it down a little bit. Z51, both front spoiler and rear wing. I already have the wing over there. High flow cats. The numbers on the C8, just doing the high flow cats will give you like 20 horsepower. It doesn't really come from the headers or the exhaust. It's all the bottleneck is in the catalytic converters, if you will. So I'll be doing high flow cats in conjunction with a black tip performance exhaust. I just like the black tips. I had the performance exhaust already. I just wanted to switch it out with the black tip. My new exhaust did come at the dealership. I'll be out of town, but the week afterwards, I'll be swapping that out for that weird squeaking issue of having. In the near future, though, we'll be swapping that out with black tip stock exhaust with high flow cats. And then eventually a proper cold air intake. Those are good for about 10, 20 horsepower. I want to get this thing at the crank around 520. I'm happy. Car is already stupid fast. And then on the interior, we will be doing proper sound deadening. There's not a lot of sound deadening, but I want to do like I did the C5. This thing is so quiet inside now on the highway. I love it. I do want to source a visor from a tube LT to get the home link. It's a very, very easy process to do. Of course, I'll film that for you guys. And then sourcing a HUD from a 2LT or 3LT. They are so abundant on eBay and they're so cheap. I still got to figure out if it's plug and play. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm really delayed right now as far as projects, but I'm getting caught up slowly. So that'll be the C8. What I'm doing to that guy, that'll tie me over to the E-Ray. That's probably still 2 years away, you know what I mean? But yeah, no shortage of stuff to do. I will be having the lift eventually. I'm so busy in my end, guys. I apologize. Anyways, that's just a fun little update on the head units and channel update. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time for hopefully it should be the diffuser video on the C5. Should be. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be. So, all right, guys. I will see you guys then. Until then, mark out.